Janie got a gun. This movie is no fun. Jane Got a Gun, directed by Gavin O'Connor, and one of the writers of the screenplay for the movie is actually Joel Edgerton, the man who stars in this movie, along with Ewan McGregor and our lead actress, Jane Hammond, played by Natalie Portman. The plot of this movie, Natalie Portman plays Jane Hammond, who's married to Bill Hammond, played by Noah Emmerich. Her husband comes home, shot up in the back and bleeding, almost dying. She's nursing him, trying to keep him alive and everything, while the people who shot him up are coming over to kill her and him and possibly her family, so she has got to do whatever it takes to protect herself and defend her husband and her family. She takes her child to a friend to take care of while she is defending her homestead. And she gets her ex-fiance, Dan, played by Joel Edgerton, to help out and teach her how to use a gun. While our villain, our cliche villain with the cliche twiddle-your-thumb mustache, Colin McCann, played by Ewan McGregor, with his Bishop Gang outlaws, are riding on horseback to the Hammond homestead to kill Jane and Bill and anyone else who's there. And that's pretty much our movie. And this movie's terrible. This is not a good movie at all. The positives of this movie, Natalie Portman, Joel Edgerton are doing their best with this script. Noah Emmerich, he's basically stuck in bed the whole time, so he really doesn't contribute much to this movie. Ewan McGregor is okay as your cliche villain with the twiddle your thumbs through the mustache kind of villain in here, and it's just such a bad movie. One of the biggest negatives of this film is you got 7 flashbacks in this movie to tell you the background of our characters and what's going on in this movie. There are flashbacks to tell you that Bill Hammond was once part of the Bishop Gang, and there's flashbacks of how he met Jane Hammond, and flashbacks about the relationship Jane had with Dan, Joel Edgerton's character, and it just isn't done well. There's not much chemistry between Joel Edgerton and Natalie Portman. There's some chemistry, but there's not that much, and the relationship is not done very well. The flashbacks were done so often I was getting dizzy with this movie. And it's not good when you're actually counting how many flashbacks there are in this movie. A movie should have any more than 2, maybe 3 flashbacks at the most, really. Any other information you need to tell that you think needs a flashback, you can probably tell through exposition dialogue. Really, flashback after flashback after flashback, that is just too much. And the most exciting thing in this movie is the climax of the film. So the rest of the film was pretty much boring and dull. And this movie is called Jane Got a Gun, and our lead character spends most of her time trying to be rescued by our lead actor, Joel Edgerton. Really. So she doesn't really feel much like a take charge kind of person to be a heroine, really. This movie feels like a reunion of Attack of the Clones when you have our 3 lead actors from that movie. It's just not a good movie. And it's a shame because we just had a great Western back in December, The Hateful Eight, which was awesome, and now we have a terrible Western, this movie. So definitely don't recommend this movie. I give this movie a D. Don't see this film.